There we go. We are up and running.
Yay.
As far as I know. Okay, welcome to week 2 of the football picks. Joe and Bailey, give me a comment, give me a shout out. If you see us here, let us know that you got us loud and clear. I got to remember everything's backwards when you're looking into the camera.
Oh, yeah.
So, did you want to start off by letting everybody know how we did week 1 of the football picks? 16 games, a possible 16 right picks.
You won
That's right.
12 to 10.
12 right,
I had 10 right.
10 right. What's up, Scott, Leisha, Nick, Rebecca, Jesse? How's everybody doing? What a great week it was. There was some fun football.
There was a lot of fun football.
Is everybody picking us up okay? Am I louder than Bailey? Is Bailey louder than me? Let me know. And thank you for being our eyes and ears with our little football picks experiment.
Yay.
So we'll kind of talk about how some of the games went. Good, Jesse? Thank you. As we break down what we think is going to happen week number 2.
I gotta find my picks again.
You got to find your picks again. It's the pick segment.
I know. I
You
just
gotta
had
have
them up,
them.
but I hit the button and it went to the wrong spot. So I'm sorry.
Okay, well, let's get everything going. We're going to start off with the new feature that we have here on the Joe and Bailey Pick Show, which
Have I seen
is, huh?
Have I seen it?
The new feature?
Yeah.
You are the new feature,
How am I the new feature?
where you're going to pick one game a
Oh,
week
yeah.
based on the attractiveness of the quarterback. And that's our Thursday night game.
Do you have pictures of them?
Of the quarterbacks?
Yeah.
I do not. I don't even
Next
have my
time.
phone on me.
Next time we're going to do that.
But we have Baltimore and we have Cincinnati. So we have Joe Flacco, who has a permanent Adam Levine 5 o'clock shadow sort of thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
And we have the Red Rocket,
Andy Dalton.
Andy Dalton. Do you love the ginger?
I don't.
You think Joe Flacco is better looking than Andy Dalton?
Yes.
Wow.
Sorry.
For real?
Yeah.
Now, do you think Andy Dalton looks like Steve?
No.
You don't think Andy Dalton looks like Steve?
No.
Okay, after this is over, I'm going to get my phone. I'm going to show you photos of Andy Dalton where he looks exactly like Steve.
Okay, well then I might believe you, but right now I don't believe you.
So you say Joe Flacco is more attractive than our friend Steve, who looks exactly like Andy Dalton.
He does not look like Andy Dalton.
So,
In that case, no. Steve is not less attractive than
Joe Flacco.
Flacco. No.
And the reason why you made this your quarterback battle is because you couldn't pick a winner.
I
could
couldn't
you?
pick. I couldn't pick.
See,
They were both 1-1.
Baltimore went crazy though last week. What
They did.
happened? Oh yeah, that's right. They played Buffalo.
Yeah.
I picked Buffalo. That was dumb.
Yeah.
Really, really dumb. Nathan Peterman is not good at all.
That's on you. That's on you.
So you're going Baltimore based on Joe Flacco's
Appearance.
just manly neck beard.
Neckbeard.
I'm going Baltimore because Baltimore just destroyed people.
They did. They did really play well.
Week
but-
number 1. Now, I don't know if that's real. Buffalo may be just a bad team. Baltimore may not be a real good team. But you got to ride with the team that scored 40 some odd points. You got to go with that.
Right.
So we both have Baltimore. Game number 1 against Cincinnati, the Thursday night matchup. We just kind of hopped right into it. Want to let you know that you can play for free at mystar106.com. There it is, just like that. And all you got to do is put in your email address, make a password, make picks. You can win a free 16-inch pizza from the other place in Clear Lake. And at the end of the season, whoever's got the most right picks is going to get a grill from Lake Fireplace and Spa. Johnson Heating and Air Conditioning, also a big supporter of not only our videos, but the picks too.
Can I just say that you still owe me an OP pizza
I do owe you an O. Yeah,
from last year?
I know. I just remembered that. I should have brought one back. We drafted there.
I know, but that's okay. Special trip for me.
Speaking of fantasy football, we call this teasing in the business. Coming up, I'll have some apologies to my 2 fantasy opponents from week 1. So that'll be at the end of our pick segment.
Did you? No. Okay.
I'll have the apologies, my fantasy football apologies, coming up at the end of the pick segment, so stick around for that. Game number 2, Carolina, Atlanta. This one in Atlanta. If it was in Carolina, it would be kind of interesting if it would even happen
I don't even think it would.
with the hurricane and everything going on. Who do you got, Carolina or Atlanta?
First of all, I just want to say prayers and hoping for safety for everybody out in Carolina.
Get out.
Yeah, get out of there.
Dude.
Yeah, don't
seriously.
stay.
Seriously.
It's too dangerous. I have the Carolina Panthers.
I'm going to take Carolina. I don't think Atlanta's a good team anymore. At least not against Carolina. We're both in agreement there. I'm going to guess that you have the Chargers beating Buffalo.
I do.
I don't think anyone should ever pick Buffalo to win again
No,
until they do. But at this
Yeah.
point, I don't. Unless Buffalo plays Detroit,
then they might win. Yeah.
that would be a very good bad game. So we both have the Chargers beating Buffalo. I don't think I even brought that graphic up, so we'll do that real quick. There it is. I made it. Let's use it. Up next, Minnesota, Green Bay. Bum, bum, bum. Even if you weren't a Vikings fan, even if you weren't a Packers fan, this is still must-see TV. And I'm
Yeah.
surprised that it's being early in the season that this is not a night game.
Me
you
too.
can pull
It's
this
a new
off.
game, right?
Huh? Yeah, it's
It's
noon.
noon.
Yeah, you could pull this off in Green Bay on a Sunday night. I don't know if they want to give Packers fans a chance to sleep their hangovers off so they can try and get something done in Green Bay on Monday or what the deal is. But first off, before we get into this game, you went to bed, I think, before the game was over on Sunday night, didn't you?
On Sunday night?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Aaron Rodgers
Oh,
pulled off one of the most unbelievable football performances ever.
right. And I was so like, as a person, I'm sorry that he got injured, but at the same time, as a fan, I'm like, this could mean good things for us as Vikings fans.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
And I am so happy that I didn't hop on the meme bandwagon.
Oh, I know.
Eating crow Monday would have just been horrible.
It would have.
I was tempted. I had the memes ready to go. I was ready to fire off on some serious Aaron Rodgers injury
But then he
memes.
came back and that was amazing. With like the clips that I saw.
Yeah.
That's
Biggest
insane.
comeback of his career, according to Jared. That's what he said. The comeback against Detroit was, I think, a 17-point comeback.
Gosh.
And this was 20-0 came back from. You had them where you wanted them. They are who they thought you were.
Yep.
Denny Green.
Mm-hmm.
We're both picking Minnesota.
Of course.
After all of this Aaron Rodgers praising, like, oh, Aaron Rodgers is so great. We're picking Minnesota to win. I'd be curious. I don't know when the injury reports come out, but if Aaron Rodgers shows up on there, because dude couldn't put any weight on his leg.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that one works out. So far, we're even Stevens. Let's move into Cleveland versus New Orleans.
New Orleans.
New Orleans is going to win. Cleveland,
Yeah.
you were so close.
Yeah, they tried to do stuff.
You just had to kick the field goal at the end of the game. That's all you had to do was kick the
Yeah.
field goal, and then people get the beer, and you're on Hard Knocks, and then all of a sudden you win week 1, and I just
So
kicked the field
sad.
goal.
So sad.
Got blocked. Unbelievable. We both got New Orleans winning. I think New Orleans, that matchup they had against Tampa Bay was crazy.
I didn't watch any of that.
It was 48-38. I don't know what the final score was, but it was darn near 80 points scored in that game. It was insane.
Yikes.
Absolutely insane. Feel free to, they let us off the hook. That's right. Feel free to let me know what guarantee win do you have this week? What team do you guarantee is going to win? Drop that in the comments. So, yeah, we both got New Orleans winning. Now, let's move on to the Jets versus Miami. I didn't pay any attention to Miami. I don't know. They had the really weird game.
They did,
that was
because they had like
Miami.
a stop, right? Wasn't theirs like stopped and started and stopped and started?
It started at noon, and they wrapped up Red Zone
Yeah.
because everything else was done but that game.
Right.
That game lasted nearly 7 hours. I think
Right.
6:55 it got over with. I thought it was kind of cool
Yeah.
because normally the games get over at 6:30. Then you got an hour. You got to wait until you get to watch Sunday Night Football.
Now
It was
we're
just-
to like, spend time with your family.
yeah, that too.
Okay.
That's what Sunday mornings are for.
Sorry, kids, you get until noon and then I'm done.
Or you can put on your purple and join me on the couch. But the Jets game on Monday night, I thought this is hilarious. First throw by Sam Darnold,
I know, right?
pick six. And I'm
Yeah.
just like, the Jets are the Jets. This is hilarious.
And then they won.
And then they won. They just stomped the living you-know-what out of Detroit.
Yeah.
And according to one of the Jets' defensive guys, they said that they've been preparing all offseason for that game.
Right. The stopping and the. No, wait. Was it that?
Well, no, basically they knew what play they were going to run.
Oh,
because they watched so much tape. They knew what play Detroit was going to run.
They were
Now-
also saying that about the other team that kept stopping and starting the Miami game. And
Oh, that where
Yeah.
they kind of knew what the other team was
yeah,
going to
because
do.
they have to go in for lightning or whatever during.
Oh,
They're-
yeah. Oh, I'm shaking the table here. Sorry. One thing I'd like to see, can the Jets do this again? With only 1 week of film study instead of 5 months of film study. Jets, Miami.
I'm going with Jets.
I'm also going with the Jets. This is really boring.
Oh, come on.
Really boring.
You start picking different teams, all right?
Let's go Kansas City, Pittsburgh. Kansas City put up some points. Pittsburgh barely got by Cleveland.
I'm going Pitt.
You're going to go Pittsburgh against Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
Adam just joined, so this will be good to get his input here.
I'm sure he's going to say Kansas City.
I'm going to go Pittsburgh on this one. I don't know why I'm acting like I'm making a tough choice. I've already got it circled. It's already circled. But yeah, Pittsburgh's going to beat Kansas City. It's at Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
I have a feeling I'm going to get that one wrong, but I'm not going to change it.
Okay.
Jesse saying the Rams, his guarantee.
Really?
We'll see if we agree with Jesse coming up in just a little bit. So we will move on to game number 8. Again, football picks you can play for free, mystar106.com. You could win a pizza. You can win bragging rights. That's always good too.
Or bet with your significant other
Yeah.
dinner, which I lost and I already made.
Hamburger helper taco flavored hamburger helper
Yeah.
in tortilla shells. With corn in it.
Yeah.
People that eat corn off to the side when you have things like mashed potatoes.
I
Or
don't mix my
anything else?
corn and
Oh,
mashed potatoes.
You're weird.
Nope.
You're weird.
I remember when you first tried to make me something. Okay. I was working night shift. This is when we first met and we moved into an apartment together. You were making me mashed potatoes. You opened up a can of corn and you dumped it in there and I about died.
Oh, it's so good.
And then you put something else in there. Oh, I think it was like Carl Bunning meat. He like ripped it up like total bachelor meal. Okay.
You just rip up the Carl Bunning meat because it's 79 cents for the good stuff. You corned beef, you get look. If you know Carl Bunning, the corned beef you get less of than the turkey.
Corned
but
beef
it's
is
good.
better.
It's good. But yeah, so you get the mashed potatoes, instant,
Yeah.
mashed
instant
potatoes.
mashed potatoes. Corn.
and then the corn, and then you throw the Carl Bunning meat up in there, and then
And
you
then-
stir it up, and it's so good.
No. No.
The only thing we
I
were
said,
missing,
"Oh, thanks, honey. I love you so much," but I'm nope.
the only thing that was missing was broccoli florets.
Yeah, you used to do that. The pasta sides,
Yeah, and then you throw
And
extra
you-
broccoli,
extra
and
broccoli,
you rip up some Carl Bunning, and
Carl
throw that stuff
Bunning,
in
yeah.
there. You go boom.
Boom.
All right.
Yes. No.
We have Philly and Tampa Bay to talk about.
Oh yeah.
Now that we're done with mealtime here on our pick segment.
Philly.
You got Philly.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Do we have one different?
we have one different.
Ooh.
I think Tampa Bay is for real.
Okay.
I think Tampa Bay is for real. We will see. It could create an interesting thing because right now Ryan Fitzpatrick is the quarterback. Jameis Winston comes back, I believe, week 4. If Ryan Fitzpatrick's putting up 3, 4, 5 touchdowns a game, how do you pull him?
I don't know.
How do you don't. You can't. I know. I like that. But Tampa Bay, you got Philly. Next up on the board, we got Houston and Tennessee.
I have Houston.
Yeah, Houston.
Yeah.
Why does Adam hates us both?
Why?
Because we didn't pick Kansas City.
Sorry.
Sorry, I'm late on getting to the Facebook comments. But keep them coming. Keep them coming. Houston, Tennessee.
I said Houston.
Oh, sorry. I also have Houston.
Okay. You like gave me this look like.
I didn't know what was happening.
Why are you
for a
doing
second.
this? It's an amazing pick. Don't.
You know what's funny? You see people with headphones on, you'd think they're listening to you. Sometimes they're not.
They never are.
We've got Indy. We've got Washington. This, honestly, for me, is a toss-up. Adrian Peterson looked good last week.
Is he playing for Washington?
He's
right?
playing for Washington. 26 is his number.
Yeah, it's not 28.
Yeah.
Eh.
I think Indy's going to win. I think Indy goes into Washington, wins this game.
I have Washington.
Ooh. Let's call it 2.
2.
Now, this is one of the pick'ems. Jesse said he's taking the Rams. Rams versus Arizona. I don't see that there's any way Arizona wins this game.
No way. Horrible.
Rams.
Rams.
Taking that. Good call on that one, Jesse. Detroit, San Francisco.
I have San Francisco.
I was listening to some sports talk out of Detroit today because that's the beautiful thing about the internet now is you can dial up any radio station anywhere. And I'll do this probably after the Vikings-Packers game, especially if the Vikings win.
Yeah.
I will find one of the sports stations in Green Bay, call it up on the computer or on my phone, and just listen to the Packers fans. And they're all like, we should have won the game. Oh. And you just sit back and you enjoy it.
You know, people are now going to say, you know, I used to do that for the Vikings game. And I go listen to
Oh,
K-Fan.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it. That's why it's called Wine Line. But I'm not going to take Detroit because Detroit is horrible.
No.
Detroit is garbage. Scott picked Detroit. San Francisco is going to win that game.
Scott did?
Scott, I don't know that you know Scott. Scott's in
okay.
the fantasy league. So,
Okay.
Detroit is not going to win. Detroit, Cleveland. Or wait, no. Who did I say?
What?
Detroit, Buffalo. The game of the season, if it happens later on this year. All right, next up, we've got Oakland and Denver. This was a toss-up for me.
I did Denver because they won.
Nice. I did Oakland just because I think they
For
got to win
Scott?
eventually. No, they got to win eventually. That first touchdown by Marshawn Lynch
God, I want to
last
change it, though,
night.
because they had an amazing game.
Who? Oakland?
Yeah.
They lost.
Oh, I know they did, but they, like, played hard. You know what I mean?
Not hard enough. But that first touchdown by Marshawn Lynch was awesome. And unfortunately, not much happened after that. I went to bed, to be honest with you.
And then you brought it up on your phone, though.
Did I?
Yeah.
No, I brought up the Packers-Bears game Sunday night on my phone.
That's right.
That's what I was watching while you were trying to sleep.
That's right.
We've got New England. We've got Jacksonville.
New England.
Adam, I just want to let you know, I am going to have the fantasy football apologies coming up in just a little bit. So just so you know, Adam, those are coming up in a little bit. You've got New England?
Mm-hmm.
I've got Jacksonville.
Sugar.
Jaguars. See, this is a payback game for the AFC Championship last year at Jacksonville. And even if Fournette's out, which part of me hopes he is because I have his backup in fantasy, even if he's out, I think Jacksonville still wins that game. He had a little leg thing going on. Next up, we have got the What?
Was it called the Hippie Shane?
No.
Sorry.
Giants Dallas. This used to be must-see TV. Battle of the NFC East powerhouses, and now it's
way
just,
back in the day, and now it's
just
meh.
sad.
It's meh.
Just sad. You know what's funny? Now that Dallas is kind of what Dallas is,
What is Dallas?
not good. You see so many fewer Dallas fans running around.
Really?
Yeah, because I ran, a good barometer of how well a team is doing. You come to Iowa. Now, if you're watching this in Iowa, you already know this. If you're not watching this in Iowa, unique phenomenon here. You go to the grocery store at about 10:30, 11 o'clock on a Sunday, and you can see everybody wearing their different jerseys. You got people in Jet stuff. You got people in Rams stuff. You got people in Dolphin stuff. It's just weird. Just so weird. Growing up, purple and gold, that's all I know. Boom, relax, I'm from Minnesota. You just saw purple. That's it.
I really want that shirt. That should be my shirt.
You on trade right now? I'm kidding. But when the Cowboys are decent, you see Cowboys fans everywhere. But this past Sunday, not a single Cowboys fan at the grocery store. T-shirt test. Dallas is not good.
T-shirt test. I picked Giants.
I also picked the Giants.
Sorry.
They don't pass the T-shirt test either, but I never really see any of that. Finally, a game on Monday night that, honestly, they could play this one at 9:15 because I really don't care about it. Seattle, Chicago.
That's such a dumb game.
It is.
I'm taking the Seahawks.
I'm taking Chicago. All right, now it's not so dumb. See, that was fun. We just turned a game that's into something that we can worry about.
I don't want to worry about it.
We got 5 different.
5?
What do you agree with? Which ones did we get right? Which ones did we get wrong? Drop them.
You got them all wrong, except for the ones that I got right.
Make the picks right here. And just a reminder, when it came down to the battle of the best-looking quarterback, Baltimore versus Cincinnati, Flacco versus Dalton, you picked.
Flacco.
You picked Flacco.
Mm-hmm.
Apologies here. I'd like to apologize to Adam. I'll look right into the camera and do this.
Sorry.
Sorry I didn't put up a better fight. Although I think had I massaged my lineup just a little bit, I might have been able to pull off the win. But if you would have put other people in, you would have pulled off the win as well. So, Adam, sorry I wasn't a better opponent.
So you're apologizing for losing?
I'm apologizing for losing.
Wow, that's mighty big of you.
Maybe it'll work. I'll win week
But
2.
I like how you did that backhandedly.
What?
Like you do that all the time. Your apologies are backhanded.
How is it back? I didn't say anything backhanded. I said I'm sorry for losing.
No, you didn't. You said the way that you said it though made it seem like I'm sorry that I wasn't. I don't know.
I was saying sorry I wasn't a better opponent.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that I didn't beat you.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. I'm sorry for losing.
Still kind of backhanded.
And then to Moose,
You didn't make him into a goose?
I didn't make him into a goose. It didn't work. Lost by 6 points.
Maybe you should stay away from the Facebook videos on the fantasy line.
I don't know. My running backs in that league,
Yeah.
2 running backs, a combined 6 points. That's just dumb.
That is weird.
That's just dumb. He also had Drew Brees sitting on his bench with 500 points, but whatever. You know,
How does that happen?
you start the wrong quarterback. Well, actually, it doesn't matter who he started. He still beat me. So whatever. Sorry for losing.
Wow.
There you have it. You sound like Robbie Crumb.
Who?
Adam says I sound like Robbie Crumb.
Who's that?
You know Robbie. I'll show you a picture later.
Okay.
You might think he's better looking than Andy Dalton. I don't know.
Oh, man.
Am I better looking than Joe Flacco?
Yeah.
Good. I like that.
Do you want me to hesitate a little bit before I say yeah?
No, because
Okay.
I am better looking than Joe Flacco.
Okay.
Joe Flacco is a poor man's Adam Levine.
So, like my Adam Levine. Because I'm poor.
But you're not a man.
No.
Hey, make your picks, play free. You can do that at mystore106.com. I think that's linked up somewhere around here. And then just go to the Pro Football Pick'em, make your picks, play every week. You could win a free grill from Lake Fireplace and Spa. Weekly prize winner of a pizza from the other place in Clear Lake, Johnson Heating and Air Conditioning. Shout out to them for helping out with the Pro Football Pick'em and our videos as well. So, till next week, oodles of toodles. Are you going to say goodbye to anybody?
Oh, I thought you were just going to turn it off because you're
No,
like oodles of toodles.
I was on the wrong
See?
screen. I was going to
See?
hit the button, but then it wouldn't have shut it off.
See?
Say goodbye.
Okay. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.